Happy game day, Railers fans. It's time for another episode of Railers Rundown. I'm Tim Foley. Well, the Worcester Railers fell to the Cincinnati Cyclones 5-4 in overtime last night. They did score 2 goals at the end of regulation to salvage a point out of the contest. They'll be facing off against the Cyclones again at 7:05 tonight. I took the time today to catch up with Railers forward Andrei Bakanov and Railers defenseman Zsombor Garat. Tim Foley standing alongside Railers forward Andrei Bakanov. Andrei, talk about last night's game first here, a 5-4 overtime loss to Cincinnati. A tough game, but a point well earned.
We fought hard to earn a point, and obviously we were going for 2, but we gave it a good push back, and looking to do a little bit more today.
What's going through the team's mind? Down by 2, under 2 minutes to go. You guys don't let up. You get 2 more.
Yeah, I mean, it just, we dialed in to get it back, and then that's the only thing we're concerned about is just to, put everything we have for, next 20 to score 2 and then just take it from there. And that's kind of what we did, and came short a little bit.
You had a 2-goal weekend the other week against the Adirondack Thunder. Talk about what it's been like going into this second-year pro for you.
It was good. Obviously get 2 goals and kind of open the season with that, and it was great. And you feel more comfortable when you're coming back for a second year here, especially for the team that I played for last year. So it's a great experience.
You've been spending a lot of time with the guy behind us here, Artem Kulikov. What's it been like having that connection with him on the team?
Nothing good, to be honest with you, but he's a good guy, yeah.
All right, Railers forward Andrei Bakanov. Thanks, Andrei.
All right, thanks, Tim.
Standing alongside Railers defenseman Zsombor Garat. Now, Zsombor, obviously a tough result last night, but even still a hard-earned point at the end of that game.
Yeah, I think we came out the right way. We played the right way for quite some time, but not all the way for 60 minutes. And at the end, we were down by 2 goals, and fighting back was a big thing, I felt like. So definitely it's a big point that we took yesterday. We're going to get both today.
What's that say about the team to be able to come back in the face of adversity like that, down by 2 late in the game?
I think it shows our character and how much we can just stick together in tough times. And obviously we haven't had the greatest start for the season. And I think that's just trust in the process and seeing some results in a very short run right now and in the finish of last game. And hopefully we can build on that and build on those.
It's the first season playing professional hockey here in North America. Talk about what that transition's been like for you after playing in Hungary for so many years.
It's definitely different. The pro environment isn't such a big change for me. Obviously, I played several years back home. The ice sheet is way smaller, so that speeds up the game in general. It's a little bit more physical here, and you just have less time to make decisions, so I enjoy it a lot more.
Now, you guys would typically play fewer games, maybe once a week over in Europe. Talk about what it's been like working through these weekends where you're playing 3 games in 4 days.
The regular season last year was 36 games for us, so it's definitely different. But overall, I got exactly 72 games last season with the national team and everything. It was in a longer span than the regular season here, so it's definitely different. I like 3-3 and 6 games in 10 days like we had the past 2 weeks. So I think it requires a little bit more preparation on and off the ice as well and mentally, but I hope I can make the adjustment and hopefully have a great season here.
Now, on a more personal note, your wife is actually getting ready to join Ottawa in their inaugural PWHL season. Talk about what that's been like for her, because she's also been representing Hungary on a national level for the past couple of years.
Yeah, she has big time. It's been a little chaotic our past couple of months figuring out she signed actually here in the States with the old PHF in April, and then that's what we started to build plans about, and then they kicked that off, so that wasn't on the plan anymore. And then I got to move here and start my season in Worcester, so we decided for her to go to Sweden for a short-term contract, which she just finished about 2 weeks ago, and then had an international break, and now she's in Ottawa. I got to see her for a day after 3 months, so that was special finally. But yeah, I think competing on higher levels is just something that not everybody is willing to take. Back in Europe, you have great environment to play at home. It's a little bit comfortable, but it's obviously a good league to play around, and many people choose to do that. And obviously I was one of them too, to see both of us taking on a higher challenge, even though it involves a ton of risk. I hope we can lead some path for other players too.
You're going to try and catch a game on an off day coming up?
We'll see. It's not easy to drive all the way up there, and definitely my number one priority is to be in shape here. But if they play in Boston, I'll make it work.
Railers defenseman Zsombor Garat. Thanks, Zsombor.
Thank you.
That does it for today's episode of Railers Rundown. Puck drop between the Cincinnati Cyclones and Worcester Railers coming up at 7:05 p.m. here from the DCU Center. If you can't catch it live, be sure to tune in on either Flow Sports or on 98.9 Nash Icon, the Worcester Railers Radio Network.